The olive harvest near the city of Hebron has begun, and with it a new relationship between groups that crosses boundaries of race, nationality and religion. Olives from Palestine are known internationally for their quality and are one of the few products that still provide a major source of income to Palestinian villages. But that lifeline is increasingly under threat. The Israeli separation barrier, which surrounds the Palestinian West Bank, often cuts off villagers from their lands, and now increasingly aggressive actions by Israeli settlers who've constructed homes nearby also threaten the harvest.
It's unfortunate today that some people so filled with a mistaken religious fervor are choosing to insult, to be violent, to try to steal the olives.
The rabbis for human rights, as they call themselves, have offered to act as human shields if necessary to protect the Palestinians in the face of Israeli settlers. But the actions of the rabbis have been met with scorn and abuse from the settlers who are trying to disrupt the harvest. Settlers say the Palestinians pose a security risk to their nearby settlement. But the Palestinians say the settlers are simply trying to encroach further onto their land.
Everybody knows that these are Palestinian-owned trees. Behind us in the background is an outpost called Hassan Ghani, which has been created because settlers would like to have a path from Kiryat Arba to the Machpelah cave. As part of their effort to create facts on the ground, they've been trying to create this outpost here to take more and more Palestinian land.
The rabbis have been joined by international peace activists in their attempts to secure the harvest area, as well as the Israeli police and army, although the Israeli forces have been criticized for a relatively soft approach towards the settlers.
The police and the army, they know it's private property here, and they don't try to do too much to prevent them from being here. And if they would have done their job, they would have arrested all of these settlers today.
The phenomenon of Israeli settler violence has been around for quite some time. However, it was only recently that Palestinians, newly armed with video cameras, were able to provide hard and undeniable evidence of the violence perpetrated against them. Even the Israeli army itself has complained of an increase in settler attacks against it when it's been trying to protect the settlements. Israeli commentators say there appears to be an unwritten law that's been upheld by all successive Israeli administrations, which places settlers above prosecution in many instances. However, the work of groups such as Rabbis for Human Rights and the international peace activists is proving to be an invaluable asset to these Palestinians in the face of a growing threat. Hassan Ghani, Islam Channel News.